We are in the truck and we are off and rolling. It's Ha Ha Tonka State Park, or it's the water that runs out of the spring out of Ha Ha Tonka State Park. The spring at Ha Ha Tonka State Park is actually 12 miles away from where Donnie lived. And during the time that he went missing, or the day he went missing, Ha Ha Tonka would have been probably closed. But I got to looking at maps in the process of reevaluating everything, and there at Ha Ha Tonka State Park, if they closed it, and it was probably closed whenever he went missing, drive on the grass through the park and get to where you might need to go to drive off into the water. So we're gonna go look at that. We're gonna put the kayak in, we're gonna scan, we're just gonna do our due diligence. I think this has already been searched by other people before. It is a very popular place to go and hang out and swim, and kind of, it looks like a little bit of a party place. A lot of people fish there. So the theory basically is, fight the night before, he goes to get cigarettes, has a confrontation with the neighbor, which there was maybe some problems with him and the neighbor. Maybe triggered him, and he just said, I'm done. I'm done. So maybe there was no real plan involved, which has always been my theory. My theory is always that he planned this out, which, you know, maybe he had this thought in the back of his head that this is the way he would do it, but never enacted that plan. Maybe he just triggered that morning and just said, okay, I know how to do this. I'm done. No more. Here's the gate. And like those are fairly new, so they've been replaced. I'd say if one was determined enough, they could see any hours of operation. You could drive through the grass and get down here. So the car could get down here, and it easily could. It'd be something for it to drive right off in. And that's why we're checking this area. Coming down into the parking lot, and then getting in and getting over this wall. I just don't think that's going to happen. Water is super clear. Well, I wouldn't say super clear. Clearer than the muck I'm used to diving in. No way a car is going to come down here and drive off this and get out into the deeper water. It is deeper here. Down there, which is the better target, is a little shallow. But cars can float. Cars can float. Okay, right here I got the sonar all running, so we're just going to go back and forth here, make sure a car did not go off in this area. Make a shadow over there. Just got to make sure. This would probably be a pretty cool place just to dive. Just because so many people use this area, and probably a lot of stuff been lost in this part of the lake. It's going. You catching anything? Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, I've got a graph going, and I see a lot towards the center and about 10 foot of water. Okay. So if you get further out, that's where I'm seeing a lot. All right. So I hope that helps.
Yeah. Let me know.
Try to make sure there's no cars out here. Try to make sure that nobody drove off a car into these waters.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So.
Are you thinking that someone did?
Yeah, there's a guy that lives he lived 12 miles away from here that went missing in 2013. He was disabled, but he would come to Ha Ha Tonka a lot. So I'm just out here running sonar, making sure he isn't out here. I think that's just about gonna do it for over here. Of course, this is Ha Ha Tonka. It was a target that needed to be, or a box that needed to be checked off. I could only imagine that somebody had taken a boat up in here, scanned through. This is a heavily used area with all the side scan sonar and down imaging and live scopes and stuff that's being used now. I'm not shocked. If he was here, probably would have been found already. But one thing you'll hear me say all the time is you got to be thorough. Got to check off all these boxes. And I was just like, you know what? It's a beautiful day. There's a turtle popped up right here. It's a beautiful day. Why not get out, kayak around, get some beautiful footage. It's a nice area. So, yeah. This is my office. But this was the main area that we wanted to concentrate in on. This is the edge of the state park here. Not really a good way to get in that way, but along here, definitely so. So, as you can see here, we've done our due diligence. Got this area in here. Only got out to about 11 foot deep. Only one spot over there that got up to 13, but not anything that we're looking for. So we are going to pack up and move on to the next location. Along this bluff here is the lookout, and up there is what they call the Ha Ha Tonka Castle. All right, I don't know if you can hear that rumbling. That is, I guess you say, the falls that are over here. So we're just going to go over here and kind of take a look.